Howdy do y'all, this is John, and today we're talking about Terror on the Prairie, a new movie out on the Daily Wire right now. And in Terror on the Prairie, a young woman has to fend off against these bandits who are trying to raid her home in hopes of getting her husband, who, might I add, is out of town at the moment. Okay, so getting into what I liked about the movie is I do think that the acting's very good. Gina Carano in recent years has proven to have become a really good actress, and I do think she pulled off a really good performance here in this film. Her character is not a perfect human being. She cannot do everything. They depict that very accurately, and I do think her committed performance helps out really well here. However, I do also like a lot of the other actors in this movie. Donald Cerrone plays her husband. I thought he was good. Nick Searcy was kind of an intimidating person, an intimidating presence, and it's his performance that sells it. Keith Freeman was also really good. He wasn't the scene stealer, but I also have to point out he is really good, and may he rest in peace. But there's this one particular scene in the movie with him and Carano where they're going at it, and the committed performance between these two makes it a very suspenseful and tension-filled scene. And for the most part, I think this is a fun, entertaining movie. Writing in it is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's great, but it gets to the point when it has to get to the point. Michael Polish's direction, for the most part, again, helps with this. However, I'd probably have to say this is maybe my least favorite Daily Wire film as of yet. The movie takes a while to get going. It starts off the first 20-25 minutes a little bit on the stale side, unfortunately. Very opening scene, you sit there and you go, okay, this is gonna get going real quick, and it doesn't. It takes its time. I wouldn't say it takes its time in a good way like Run, Hide, Fight does. I'd also like to point out the visual look is kind of ugly at times. There's a lot of scenes with nothing but browns and blacks and grays, and while on traditional film stock that would look good, on digital, which this was clearly shot on, it doesn't look good at all. I think if you're gonna do that, shoot on traditional film stock. If you can't afford 35, use 16. Still look good in 16. There's also no musical score, and while it can help with some movies, like a Standoff on Sparrow Creek, I don't remember hearing a musical score in that movie. When it comes to Sparrow Creek, you had a rarity in filmmaking, someone who was capable of writing and directing dialogue, just two people talking to build suspense. That is a very rare talent in filmmaking. However, with this movie, it would have helped a lot to build up tension and stuff with a musical score. I don't recall hearing music until literally the very end of the film. That is it. Overall, do I like this movie? Yes, it's nothing like Shut In or Run, Hide, Fight, but I do think that there is a good movie here, and it is a fine movie. It's not perfect or anything like that. It's not great. I'm gonna give Terror on the Prairie a 7. That's all the time I have for today. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, the Badetsky will return.